Hi guys and girls, I thought I'd make a catch-up video. It's not 7 months yet since I had my op, it's about 6.5 months because I had it at the end of December. So my hair's looking okay, it's growing really well at the moment. Today I got up, I've not washed it yet, but I did put a little bit of my Gents of London carbon clay on just to sort of style it a little bit because it was completely fuzzy this morning. Sometimes I washed it last night and every time I wash it, it gets really fuzzy at the moment because it's quite long on top. I've still not cut it on top, so this is like 6.5 months worth of growth. So it's sort of getting quite long on top. If you remember in my last 6 months video, I'd shaved it grade 1 on the sides and back. I had quite a few people saying they didn't like my hair style the way it was because I'd shaved it so short on the sides and back. One of the reasons I did this, I put the wrong end on the shaver. It's supposed to be grade 2 and I went grade 1 by mistake. The other thing is I like shaving it short on the sides and back because it then, just to show you guys that there was no scarring from where they removed the grafts from. So I sort of did it for that as well. I've had a few sort of questions that have stuck out. Some people are quite rude about the hair, so they get deleted on YouTube. But I've had some that just ask general questions like they think I'm using fibres or concealer. I'm not. I've done a video on fibres before where I did put them in just to show you what they're like. They are great if you want to use that sort of thing before you have a hair transplant. Since having a hair transplant, I've only used fibres once on my birthday in March. Just when I went out for the evening, I put some over the crown because it still hadn't grown that much. But yeah, at the moment I'm not using anything at all, like fibres wise or concealer. I mean, I can run my hand through my hair, and if I was using it, you'd see loads of fibres or sort of black marks on my hand. But yeah, it's not at all. Okay, why should we trust you? It makes no difference to me if you trust me or not. I've had mine done, I'm happy with mine. You know, do your research. I'm not forcing you to get your hair done. I'm not forcing you to go to the same clinic as me. I'm just sort of going through what I've done with my hair and I'm happy with it. It's up to you if you want to go to the same place. And they said, you know, you put a lot of adverts in your description. These videos I don't get paid for, apart from YouTube. If they put adverts on them, you get like literally pence per video. You don't earn a lot. It's called monetization. So they put adverts on and you get a little bit of money. Once, I think I've had it twice now in the 7 years that I've had a YouTube channel. But to be honest, to begin with, I was just doing my holiday videos. So it's not since I've done the hair stuff that I've started making anything at all. But yeah, why should you trust me? The reason I put the adverts there, I put a top cashback advert because at the moment I think if you sign up via my link you get £5 and I think I get £5. So, and it's a good website. I earn hundreds of pounds by using that. Basically you go, if you want to go on eBay or Amazon, any of the top websites, if you go via top cashback you can make money yourself. So for example, if I bought a new mobile phone contract, instead of going direct to the mobile phone company, you go via top cashback and you get like £45, £50 cashback. So you're making yourself the commission rather than some other company. So I put that on there. Uber, I put a link on just if you want to sign up via that. I get a little bit of money back, but I've never had any money back from that. And yeah, I've got my own Amazon page. Amazon actually wrote to me and said, you know, we can see you're getting a lot of subscribers. They want to know what you've been using. It's easier, rather than me putting tons of links to what I use, like different pills and stuff, we just give you a page and you can just put what you use or what you are thinking of using in the future. So yeah, that's what I've done with the Amazon page. But if you trust me or not, it makes no difference. You don't need to trust me to know that you want to get your hair done. Like I said, I'm just reporting on how mine's gone. It's up to you to do the research to find somewhere where you want to get yours done. If you've got somewhere in mind, then cool. All I would say is go to a reputable place that's got pretty good reviews because You know, it's like anything, you sort of get what you pay for. If it's too cheap, then I'd question it. Is it sort of reputable? But I'll quickly just go over my hair and show you how it's going. So I'm happy with the front. It's hard to see whether it's focusing when I'm going over it like this. Try and get to focus again. Yep. So yeah, like I said, all I've done is put some of this moulding carbon clay on, which just looks like that. It smells quite nice. So yeah, just because otherwise it would have been a complete fuzzy mess right out here. But yeah, I take on board what people say. I might cut it on top or get it cut, just to sort of, because it is getting a bit longer on top now. Just been letting it grow really, just see how good it is. I'm really happy with the front. You know, I think they've done quite a nice hairline. If I frown like that, they do it across the top of your frown lines, because you don't want hair on your frown lines or it will move when you're talking. Yeah, that's that. So the other thing, someone saw from my Amazon page that I take protein drinks, because I go to the gym. I'm in my 40s now, I'm 44. It's hard to build muscle in your 40s. It's more easier, you know, you just got to try and retain the muscle you've got. So yeah, I take protein drinks. I take double scoops quite a lot, and I take, at the moment I'm sort of having 2 to 3 a day. I buy mine off Amazon or eBay. I buy a massive 5 kilo one, and it's about 30 to 35 pounds, so it's pretty good value, and it lasts a month easily. But I'd also put another one on my Amazon page which was more expensive, but you know, I was thinking of trying it. It's an easy way of getting protein basically. You know, I can't afford to eat tons of protein rich food because it costs quite a bit, so I take the protein drinks. Yeah, but someone saw that I take the protein drinks basically, and they said, you know, you shouldn't be doing that, it causes hair loss. So I thought I'd have a look into it, and I'm by no means an expert on this, but I've done a bit of research with Google, and I found some articles. I'll just get my laptop. So I've been reading about it, because, you know, obviously I don't want to do something that's going to make my hair fall out. And I've read years ago that heavy weight training can make your hair start falling out. So I thought I'd have a read about it. So I found a website called The Idle Man. If you Google, does protein make my hair fall out, you'll probably come straight up with this one. So can protein shakes contribute to hair loss? So it basically just tells you what a protein drink is, and there's so many different ones. Too much protein can't cause hair loss. So it's not the protein in the shakes that causes the problems, it's the add-ons. It's what they put in with the shakes. So if you basically add a lot of protein rich food, you shouldn't have a problem. If you do take the protein shakes like me though, you need to know what the add-ons are that cause the hair loss. Okay, so the first one is creatine, which I remember years ago I used to take creatine on its own, but I don't take that. And I've looked through the ingredients on my protein drink that I currently take, and it doesn't include creatine. Creatine is a chemical that's often found in protein shakes and other gym supplements. It's proven to help strengthen muscles while providing the user with an increase in strength, making it ideal for high intensity training. Sounds good so far, but creatine can cause hair loss. The chemical doesn't attack hair follicles or anything, but it does increase the amount of testosterone in your bloodstream. This then produces the chemical DHT, which is proven to accelerate male pattern baldness. In short, creatine creates DHT, which equals hair loss. If your family has a history of male pattern baldness, you want to hold on to the hair for as long as possible, it's probably a good idea to stop taking creatine. And the other one I found, and this isn't just from this article, it's from quite a few I've read, they all say creatine and DHEA. DHEA has a host of positive effects on the body, from increased muscle and bone strength to improving your immune system. DHEA is often found in bodybuilding supplements due to its ability to reduce body fat and increase the user's metabolism. So good for getting a little leaner, but is it good for the hair? No. DHEA does pretty much the same as creatine, increasing the amount of testosterone in the blood and leading to the production of DHT. Then it's the same old hair loss problems. DHEA hair loss is usually reversible if you stop taking it, but increasing your intake of vitamins and minerals will also help to increase your hair growth. Then it goes on to say about reversing DHT hair loss. So it's clear DHT is the main culprit here. And if you're losing hair, it's probably due to the chemical. If you stop taking supplements that contain DHEA or creatine, this should be enough to stem the tide of hair loss. However, if this isn't working, you're wondering how to make your hair grow back, you might want to look at Propecia, i.e. finasteride or minoxidil. I'm still taking minoxidil on my crown area to try and speed it up, and it seems to be growing pretty well at the moment. And like I said before, I've read that if you got a patch of hair, say the crown, as long as you've got 50% hair coverage on it, it should look full to someone who's not completely inspecting your hair. So you only look bald if you've got less than 50% hair in a certain region. Does whey protein cause hair loss? This one's a little bit controversial, because I take the whey protein, it's what it's got in it that's the problem. Like we said before, protein doesn't cause hair loss. It's actually a vital part of your diet, especially if you want strong hair and bones. Protein is necessary for slowing down hair loss, so finding an effective way of incorporating it into your diet is kind of necessary. If you like the idea of protein shakes, but the whole DHEA causing hair loss is making you apprehensive, try sticking to whey protein shakes. The body absorbs this protein more easily than other types, and rather than causing hair loss, can actually be seen as a kind of regrow protein, providing your hair follicles with the right nutrients to stay strong and healthy. Best protein for hair growth, and is worth taking if your family has genetic predisposition to male pattern baldness. So the right protein shakes for men can actually help with hair growth, while others are hair loss powders basically. So that was one article. I've read another one on hshairclinic.co.uk, and it just says about protein shakes are popular. It makes getting a high amount of protein easy and quickly for working out. Not all dietary supplements can cause problems for hair loss. It's the additives, again, this one says creatine and inorganic growth hormones, which are added to some protein drinks. The increased level of testosterone caused by creatine and the inorganic growth hormones are broken down by the enzymes 5-alpha reductase and converted into a chemical called dihydrotestosterone, which is DHT. The hair follicles degrade and shorten the hair growth process. They eventually die, which results in hair not growing. Although protein drinks are linked with hair loss, it's not due to the protein, it's again the additives. Protein shakes that contain DHEA and creatine should be avoided. Organic alternatives can be found. Keep a balanced diet and essential vitamins and minerals. There's one called the Belgravia Centre, which I think is quite a popular hair place. Again, it's not the protein. Growth hormones which stop growth. Elevated testosterone levels. For men with androgenic alopecia or male pattern baldness, testosterone is broken down by an enzyme called 5-alpha reductase, and the resulting chemical is DHT, which then inhibits the growth. The first step for men experiencing hair loss as a result of fitness regime is to cut out the protein shakes containing those, such as creatine and DHEA. So again, it's saying the same things. It's basically the creatine and the DHEA, so you want to stop taking those if your protein drink contains those, and try and find one which doesn't contain those. So yeah, effectively it's the creatine and the DHEA. So try and make sure that if you're doing weight training you take your protein drinks, that you get protein which doesn't contain creatine or DHEA, because it's not supposed to be great for your hair. Like I said though, I'm no expert. This is just from research that I've been doing. If you know difference, or if you know, or you are an expert on this sort of thing, please leave a comment. You know, these are here to help everyone. You know, at the end of the day, we all want the same thing, to have a full head of hair if possible. If you know anything else that causes hair loss, feel free to put a comment below. As always, the things that I take, the pills, biotin, saw palmetto, all those sort of things, and even the carbon clay. I've got my Amazon page I'll put below. Some people are having trouble finding it before. What I do is I pin it as the first comment below, so you should be able to find it and click on it if you want to see the things that I've been taking. Some of you were saying about the biotin I was originally taking, as they stopped selling it on Amazon, so I've put another one that I take beforehand. I've put that back onto my Amazon link and took the one off that they've stopped selling. But yeah, that's about it for now. So I'll try and do another video at 7 months so you can see if it's grown anymore. May cut it on top a little bit, I'm not sure at the moment. It's so nice to actually have some hair that, you know, I just want to give it its full growth. And you know, it's sort of sunny here at the moment, so I've been washing it twice a day because I've been jogging in the mornings, come home, have a shower, wash my hair, and then in the evenings if I go to the gym, when I get back, have another shower and wash my hair. So I've been washing it twice, and I think, you know, I don't go out in the direct sun. I wear a cap, but you know, a little bit of sun I think's okay for it, because especially as I'm like coming up to 7 months now. And you know, if you go on holiday, when I went to places like Mallorca and places like that when I was younger, your nails seem to grow really fast when you're in a sunny country like that. And I really do feel that it helps a little bit to grow your hair and your nails when you're sort of a little bit of sun. Obviously not too much. You don't want sunburn because, you know, it's not good for you and it can really hurt your hair, especially if you just had the op. Your hair is your scalp is very, very tender, and you don't want to sort of irritate that at all. Okay, but I'll do another video in a few weeks time, hopefully, once I've got to the 7 month mark. Any questions, as always, leave in the comment section below, or find me on Instagram. My Instagram is in the bio section just below. You can click on there and send me a private message if it's something that you want to not show up in comments where everyone else can see. Alright, cheers.